I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. We're at Box Park, Wembley. I'm joined by Mr. Viddal Riley. You got something to say, Viddal?
Hey, Coogan, where you at, bro? See, before you roll up here, you do the interviews with me, now you're like, nah, I'm too busy. But it's cool. I still got love for IFL. Shout out to IFL, I'm here.
Yeah, another influencer card this Saturday night, Viddal. They're coming thick and fast. We know they've extended a 5-year deal with DAZN as well, Misfits have. So people are going to have to get used to this, aren't they?
Listen, they've had to get used to it since 2018. Since these guys hopped on the scene and said they're making noise, everyone's had to get used to it, enjoying it. You know, we've seen people from the traditional world start coaching this world, pundits from the traditional world come to this world. At the end of the day, if we all love the sport of boxing, that's what we're here for, isn't it?
How many more fights do you think KSI has before he steps in the ring with Jake Paul?
So Temper, one more, Jake, end of the year. That's what he said to me. This is the thing I always say to people, that you guys know him as KSI, innit? I know JJ, innit? I know him personally, and this man's given me his word off camera on many things and always delivered. So when he starts putting noise out there, I'm fighting him at the end of the year, fighting him at the end of the year, I have no right to doubt him. He's never ever skipped his word with me. So if he said end of the year, I'm saying, if you say you want to fight 3 times, you got Temper, someone, then Jake.
In terms of Jake Paul, there is noise. I mean, we've had noise before about him and Tommy Fury, but February 18th is being targeted. Jake Paul said he'd be willing to come to Manchester and fight Tommy on a Frank Warren card. So do you think we finally might see Paul and Fury?
Nah, I don't think we're going to see it. I think Jake really wants to fight because he really wants the credibility. But I think Tommy's on an extortion thing. I think he knows the cost of fighting Jake, so he wants to make sure his pocket is lined up nicely in case anything goes left. So I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I think if Jake offers 2, he's gonna say 2.5. He said 2.5, he'll say 3. You know what I'm saying? He's always gonna be chasing the bag until he gets a mad number that he knows he wasn't gonna get. That's just my personal opinion. I don't think that fight's gonna happen. And also shout out to Jake on his PFL deal as well.
Are you saying the risk is too much for Tommy Fury because of the name Fury?
I think it's high risk. It's a high risk fight. You know, we'll link this up.
Pick up, yeah. Just picking this back up with Viddal. Just a close off for the interview. We were talking about Jake Paul and Tommy Fury, and you said that you believe Tommy doesn't want that. It's too much of a risk.
Tommy wants the bread, man. Tommy wants the bread. I don't blame him. He wants the bread, and the fee will always move. That's what I think. I could be wrong in it, but that's what I think.
And yeah, we didn't talk about yourself in the first part of our interview before we had to cut off. So Feb 11th, back on Sky Sports. What are we going to expect, Viddal?
Hey, I'm excited for this year. I know this year is the year where I just solidify I'm the best cruiserweight in the country, not including the world champions and that. I'm saying domestic level. Just to clarify.
It's still a big statement and a big achievement.
It's a big statement, and I'm not saying that it's a small one, but I do think whether it's official or whether it's the voice of the people will say Viddal Riley probably the best cruiserweight in the UK, like domestically.
So by the end of the year, you believe you'd have faced some of the recognised British cruiserweights that we have in this scene?
Hopefully at least one. I know I said I genuinely think I could be British champion now. I'm not the only one that said it. English title, Southern Area title. I'm just like, let's just fight on the domestic level and get a belt on this level. That's what I'm ready to do. That's what I'm training for. But I'm not thinking past Feb 11th. Feb 11th, an East-Star 7-2 guy, good amateur background. He deserves respect. He's got my respect, so I'm training. And I'm just going to show when I'm on it like this, nothing. You can't do nothing.
Yeah. You let the hands do the talking on Feb 11th. Viddal, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going to share something with you that might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.